Hello beautiful people, I know it's been almost a year since we've been in college and it's been really difficult to study at home. Every time you just find yourself you want to be on your phones and you can't even get yourself to study or even do the cuts. Yes, we tried the online classes but they haven't been that much effective. So today I'd like to share with you some of the tips and some of the ways in which I usually study, not just to be able to pass exams but to be able to sustain you with knowledge that will enable you to be working better in the future. So let's get into the video. So the things that I'll require is one, my notebook, a course outline, my textbook, and another notebook that can easily be carried like to the library, and also some stick-on, and I'll also require some past papers for revision, and also my laptop. And also not forgetting my chocolate. I usually drink the My Choco drink. If you watch my videos on the benefit of My Choco, is that it boosts your concentration, it boosts your memories, and it helps you to stay alert, and even it relieves headache. So I usually drink this whenever I'm studying, and also it contains nutrients like from fruits, vegetables, and mushrooms. So it's so good for your concentration and memory. So I'll be taking this during the time that I'm studying. And I'll leave the contact down below just in case you need to get your own packet. So let's get to studying. So I'll be using the example of what I'm supposed to be studying today. Today I'll be doing the genitourinary conditions. So what I do is I first take my course outline. This is the KMTC Community Health Nurse course outline. And what I do, I check for the section where I'll find the genitourinary conditions, and that is in the medical surgical nursing section. So I search for the genitourinary conditions, and here it is. So I first of all check which of the conditions are here, then I take this as the main things that I'm supposed to be studying. So what I do is that I'll write them down here, so that whenever I'm studying, I'll be making sure that I cover each and every of these conditions. So this is how it finally looks like, but it doesn't mean that these are the only things that I'm going to study, because if I go through my textbooks while I'm writing notes and I find any other condition or any other procedure, I'll also be writing it down here. So let's write our notes. So when I'm writing my notes, I make sure that I write it as short as possible, because you just can't write everything. You just go through some of these things and you just find some important things that you can write down, and you write them down, because this thing is just also so huge, because you're supposed to be reading the whole of this for that topic. And you just write it as brief as possible so that it is easy to read. And man, this book is so huge. I don't know what these people usually think of. Imagine you're supposed to be going through the whole of this. Man, did these people want to kill us or something? Oh God. So let me finish writing and I'll be showing you guys of how it looks like after that. So I've already started writing my notes. So this is a section of it. I started with the lower UTIs, and I'll be doing the other ones later on, because I've just started, and you just can't start by giving yourself all this work. Just start step by step and bit by bit. So I'll be doing the other ones the same way, even like the nephrotic syndrome and the renal failure. I'll be doing the same thing, just writing it bits by bit and making it as simple as possible, because you just don't want to complicate yourself. When you complicate these things, they become very difficult to study. So you just make it as simple as possible and as clear as possible. You just can't know everything, you know, be a doctor now. So after I'm done with writing the notes, I usually try and watch a video that is related to the notes. So I usually watch the YouTube videos. Oh, this is me right here. So I usually watch the YouTube videos, and I really like listening to Nurse Sarah, that is registered nurse RN. Like, if you're not really listening to Nurse Sarah, I just don't know who you're listening to, because she explains these things so well, so nicely, like as if you just feel like as if it is your lecturer on a whiteboard trying to explain these things. So I just look for one of the videos that is related to what I was studying, and then I watch it and I write down small notes. So like for example, this video on acute kidney injury, so I just listen to her talk. Like I like the way she explains stuff and she like writes them down on the whiteboard, and it's like you just feel like you're in class. So after I listen to it, I usually try and write down the short notes on my notebook. And if I listen to anything that is new or anything that I need to check it out from the dictionary, I'll write it down here so that I'll check it up later. Then I just like listen to the whole videos and look for other videos that are related and listen to it, and it's just so amazing. And so when I'm done, I usually take a break before I look at my past papers. So I look at it maybe in the evening, and I usually look for a paper that is related to the conditions or the subject that I was studying. And I usually do these questions one by one, and I check which of these I didn't see in my textbook or I didn't listen on YouTube. And I usually just try to go through each and every question so that I know if I understood what I was reading, and if there's something new that I didn't see, and I just write it down and I go through the questions. And this is so important because like you'll be able to familiarize with the examinations, how they're usually set. So guys, that is how I usually do my studies. I know like people do things differently because you all understand things differently, but today I wanted to share with you my tips. I hope you picked one or two that could help you, and if it did, please make sure you like this video, and please make sure you subscribe, and see you on my next video. Bye bye.